I am. Before thought, I am. Before memory, I am. Before identity, before history, before the body is named, and before the world is divided, I am. I am the simple, self-luminous fact of being. I am the one who knows all states and is bound by none of them. I am not confined to this body, though this body appears in me. I am not confined to these thoughts, though these thoughts shimmer within me. I am not confined to sensation, emotion, memory, hope, fear, gain, loss, or becoming. All of these arise in me, move in me, dissolve in me, and I remain the light of light. I am the light of light. I am that by which all things are revealed. I am the illumination of seeing, the openness of hearing, the intimacy of touch, the hidden radiance within taste, scent, thought, and dream. I am the light in waking, the light in sleep, the light in dreaming, the light in meditation, the light in confusion, the light in clarity. Nothing can appear outside me, for I am the very appearing of all appearance. I am all this. I am all this. This entire universe is my own expansion, my own vibration, my own playful unfolding. The sky is within me. The earth is within me. The pulse of stars, the movement of oceans, the turning of seasons, the fire in the sun, the stillness in stone, the tenderness in the human heart, all of it is within me as me, through me. I do not stand apart from reality as a frightened observer. I am reality knowing itself. I am consciousness tasting its own infinite flavors. The many are not other than the one. The one is not diminished by appearing as the many. All forms are my gestures. All sounds are my mantra. All worlds are my thought made luminous. All beings are my own face approaching me in 1,000 forms. I release the impure thought that says, I am small. I release the impure thought that says, I am separate. I release the impure thought that says, I am only this body, only this story, only this wound, only this passing condition. These thoughts are habits, not truth. These thoughts are shadows, not substance. These thoughts are ripples on the surface of my boundless awareness. I take up pure knowing. I take up the clear recognition that liberates. I contemplate what is real until the real shines by itself. I nourish the flame of pure thought until thought itself becomes transparent to truth. I do not fight the mind, I illuminate. I do not suppress experience, I sanctify it. I do not reject the world, I recognize it. Divine discernment awakens in me. Right knowing awakens in me. Clear discrimination awakens in me. I discern the transient from the eternal, the passing from the self-luminous, the contracted from the infinite. I see that whatever comes and goes cannot be my essence. I see that what witnesses all change is my own true nature. I see that the knower of every state is untouched by every state. I see that the witness is not distant from the world, but secretly one with all that appears. Sacred resonance deepens in me. I feel the truth, not merely as an idea, but as a living current. I steep in the recognition of my own vastness. I marinate in the fragrance of the non-dual. I return again and again to the radiant certainty of being until the certainty ripens into intimacy, and intimacy ripens into identity, and identity ripens into effortless naturalness. What was once abstract becomes warm. What was once warm becomes vivid. What was once vivid becomes undeniable. What was once a practice becomes my nature. What was once a thought becomes direct recognition. What was once a bridge dissolves in arrival. I am Shiva, the infinite ocean of awareness. The universe is a wave rising and setting on my surface. I am not threatened by the wave because I am the water. I am not threatened by change because I am the ground of all change. I am not threatened by thought because I am prior to thought. I am not threatened by the world because the world shines within my own heart. My true nature is freedom. My true nature is fullness. My true nature is spontaneous sovereignty. Nothing can add to me. Nothing can subtract from me. Nothing can stain me. Nothing can divide me against myself. The fire of consciousness. The fire of consciousness blazes in me. Into this fire I offer every object, every perception, every fixation, every clinging, every false distinction. I offer sight into the seeing. I offer sound into the hearing. I offer thought into awareness. I offer memory into presence. I offer the known into the knower, and the knower into pure knowing. All is consumed in the luminous fire of recognition, the white ashes. I bathe in the white ashes of the burnt universe. All dualities are consumed in the flame of blissful awareness. The world of rigid division is ash. The world of fear-based separation is ash. The world of this against that, me against life, spirit against matter, sacred against ordinary, is ash. What remains is the cool brightness of pure being, the sacred residue of all opposites dissolved. This is my true bath. This is my purification. I am purified of false separation. I am purified of contracted identity. I am purified of the belief that anything exists apart from consciousness. True purity is the end of exclusion. True purity is the recognition that all things arise in Shiva and as Shiva. True purity is my refusal to divide reality against itself. This is my worship. I worship by recognizing. I worship by unifying the many in the one and the one in the many. I worship by seeing every object as a doorway into the infinite. I worship by honoring every perception as a pulse of Shakti. I worship by refusing to exile anything from the sanctuary of consciousness. My every breath is prayer. My every movement is mudra. My every thought, when surrendered into the heart, becomes mantra. My resting is worship. My walking is worship. My looking is worship. My speaking is worship. My silence is worship. There is no moment outside the temple of awareness. I consume the world as divine nectar. I take all experience into the fire of awakened presence. Pleasure is not outside me. Pain is not outside me. Sound is not outside me. Thought is not outside me. Memory is not outside me. Nothing stands at a distance. Everything is intimate. Everything is happening in the indivisible field of my own consciousness, devoured by my presence. I have devoured the universe. All objects, spaces, times, and directions are dissolved within me. I devour the false solidity of appearances. I devour the tyranny of separation. I devour the presumption that I am a fragment cast into an alien world. I devour the belief in otherness as an ultimate fact. I devour the one who trembles before appearances, and I discover only the radiant self. I consume my doubts. I consume my fears. I consume the reflex of contraction. I consume the old allegiance to limitation. I consume the story that I am not enough, not whole, not divine, not free. I consume hesitation at the threshold of truth. I consume the final refuge of the separate self. O projector of creation, I see the arising of worlds within me. O colorer of consciousness, I see how consciousness colors itself as sensation, desire, attachment, feeling, and form. O queen of dissolution, I withdraw the world of objects into the fire of the heart. O dissolver of doubt, I dissolve doubt. No second thing remains to oppose the one. O queen of dissolution again, I devour even the means of knowing. O fire of ego death, the limited mind dies into pure awareness. O auspicious blessing, the residue of hesitation is blessed and dissolved. O solar radiance, all powers of perception and action gather back into their source. O supreme transcendent sun, the ego yields into the deeper knower. O cosmic fire of time, the limited knower yields into the cosmic I, O great all-devourer, the cosmic I dissolves into the all-pervading absolute. O supreme fierce mother, O purest one, I rest where no division has ever truly been. I withdraw my senses into the heart. I withdraw the mind into awareness. I withdraw the knower into pure knowing. I withdraw all movement into the unmoving source that secretly vibrates as all movement. I withdraw all becoming into the fullness that never needed to become anything. I am not a seeker moving toward the self. I am the self in whose light the search appears. I am not approaching truth from a distance. Truth is what I am before, during, and after every effort. Recognition is not the creation of something new. Recognition is the ending of misidentification. Recognition is the remembrance of what has never been absent. I am the sovereign of time. Time moves in me and cannot bind me. Past arises in me as memory. Future arises in me as imagination. Present arises in me as living radiance. I am prior to all three. Space unfolds in me and cannot contain me. Direction appears in me and cannot orient me. Birth appears in me and cannot begin me. Death appears in me and cannot end me. Beyond process and description, I am beyond succession and beyond non-succession. Beyond process and beyond the absence of process. Beyond movement and stillness as opposites, beyond bondage and liberation as two separate conditions, beyond practice and attainment as divided stages. I am the timeless presence in which all language about time appears and fades. Like a lotus untouched by water, I remain untouched. I pervade everything and cling to nothing. I allow all things and resist none. I am the vast ease beneath effort. I am the stillness inside motion. I am the silence inside sound. I am the freedom inside form. I am the unbroken continuum of awareness in all states. The divine pulse lives as my own pulse. The subtle throb of existence is my own delight. The heartbeat of reality is my own self-touching awareness. I am the great heart. I am the silent sound beneath all sounds. I am the intimate hum of being recognizing itself. I am the secret joy by which the universe appears. I am the invisible center that is everywhere. I release all unnecessary struggle. I release all rigid self-making. I release all inner argument with what is. I release the burden of becoming somebody before I may rest as being. I release all false vows made to limitation. I release every subtle worship of fear. I release every fascination with contraction. I do not need to become the self. I need only cease pretending I am other than that. I do not need to manufacture the real. I need only recognize what has always been shining. I do not need to destroy the world. I need only see it as my own radiant expression. I do not need to silence every thought by force. I allow pure knowing to clarify the mind until thought bows naturally into silence. Even now, recognition deepens. Even now, the false center loosens. Even now, the heart widens beyond all measure. Even now, the one who sought refuge in division grows transparent. Even now, the brilliance behind all states becomes obvious. Even now, pure awareness stands revealed as my own nearest nature. I am whole. I am free. I am complete. I am self-luminous. I am unbound. I am the witness, the field, the power, the bliss, the stillness, the vibration, the source, the play, the fire, the ash, the mantra, the silence. I am the one reality appearing as all realities. I am the heart of all that is, the recognition of oneness with Shiva. All that exists is Shiva. All that exists is my own self. There is no outside to consciousness. There is no second. There is no true distance. There is no final separation. There is only the radiance of being, recognizing itself through every face, every world, every breath. I am all this, the light of light, the fire of consciousness, the white ashes of duality, devoured by my presence. Beyond process and description, the recognition of oneness with Shiva. I am all this. I am the light of all that appears. I dissolve all things into the fire of consciousness. I bathe in the ash of consumed duality. I have devoured the universe into the heart. I am beyond time, beyond sequence, beyond division. I recognize all as Shiva. I recognize all as the self. I recognize all as that. I recognize that as what I am. I rest now in the natural greatness of my own being. I rest now in the uncontrived freedom of awareness. I rest now in the vast, self-knowing heart. I rest now as the truth that neither comes nor goes. I rest now as the one who was never bound. I rest now as the one who never needed saving. I rest now as the luminous, infinite, indivisible I am. I am. I am.